What's going on, beautiful people? It's your girl Guruji Chastity, and I hope you guys are excited for another live training. Today we will be discussing the thing about codependency. You know what I'm saying? The thing about codependency. And let's see, earlier this month we went over abandonment, dancing with contentment, and today we are discussing the thing about codependency. But what I also want you to notice, let me check this Wi-Fi. It's always on FPS. What we got going on? There we go. Okay, there we go. Every Friday from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be providing a live training, right? Every Friday rising from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. I will be providing a live training, and the training will pertain to healing the mother wound, right? And my ability to help you in these three areas of existence, or these three obstacles per se: abandonment, body image issues, and people-pleasing behavior. I can help you I've been getting tongue-tied all day today, yo. Even in earlier rising when I was facilitating the meditation, the acts of grace meditation, I kept tripping over my words, family. So offer me some grace today because I keep stuttering, and that normally happens when I get excited. So yeah, every Friday rising, I will be facilitating a live training. And so far we have discussed abandonment. What else? Dancing with contentment. And today we are discussing the thing about codependency. And I named it the thing because I feel like the actual surface level of why we are codependent is normally what's like looked at and not really what causes it, or like really what you're doing, or like really being privy to what you're saying to yourself and to the universe by participating in the sensation of being codependent. And I think that's very, very important. And so when we take on the belief, whether it is consciously or unconsciously, that we are codependent, what we are telling the universe and what we are telling ourselves is that I don't have value. And the only way for me to have value is to add to me. And the way that I get that is by adding another person, right? A lot of times, so this is how not having value shows up in terms of using other people to bring you value. Sometimes we use different shit. We use clothes, we use accomplishments, we use food, different studies, right? Different things that we can get into to add value to ourselves, right? So anytime we don't feel value or we lack self-worth, we have to attach something to ourselves to add value. And sometimes that attachment that we add on to ourselves is another human body, another human existence. And then when we do that, you begin to be codependent on that attachment that you've placed on yourself, because it's now like, I don't have value without this person, because that's what you've used to bring value to yourself. And when you lose that for whatever reason, right? And so that's how codependency shows up, right? It's because you're losing value. And so now you start to behave in sporadic ways, like you're anxious, you have self-destructive behaviors, all of this good stuff. Because what you're trying to do, right? So when that happens, whatever you've attached yourself to, when you don't have access to it, you put yourself in these panic-stricken states so you can start the process all over again. So you can give your body that dopamine, that release that it's looking for, that value that it needs, and you just create the process all over again, right? When you live in that cycle of codependency. And how you get out of the cycle of codependency is having self-worth, having self-value. And right, that shit is easier said than done. I was just talking to a student yesterday, and when they say study thyself, it's like, I'm not telling you to just go figure out your favorite color or your favorite activity, or, you know, take yourself out on a date. I'm not saying that basic, rudimentary human shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying accept yourself, right? Walk closer to yourself when you feel the ugliest. That's studying yourself. When you can walk closer to yourself, when you feel the most ickiest, when you feel the most unloved, right? Because you begin to develop an unwavering sense of connection to yourself. Think about this, right? Let's just say somebody was down and out, and you saw this person being down and out. Like, damn, I see you on your ass, dog, and I really want to help. And then you able to help. You walk closer to that person when everybody else walked away, when everybody else turned their back on them. You walk closer, right? You said, no, I'm not afraid. You might be ugly, or you might have done this, but I won't let this define you. You are still beautiful. You are still worthy of love, right? And you walk closer to that person, and you help that person overcome whatever was making them ugly, right? And so you lift them up. You start to feel good. You're like, well, hot damn, I did that. I helped you, did that. And look at you, look at how you looking, and I did that. And okay, boom. This whole scenario I just played out that you probably felt, that could have took you back to a time that you really did that for somebody. How is that any different from doing that to yourself? That's how you build self-value in yourself, right? When you the ugliest, when you feel like the most shameful, the most guilty, we walk away from ourselves like, oh, I can't believe you did that. All these ugly things about yourself. Instead of accepting yourself, instead of walking closer to yourself and building up more value, because now you done overcame. You done sat with yourself during the most difficult times, right? So you begin to develop your own self-value, and so you stop going out into the world trying to attach humans to you to run up your numbers, to run up the value. And that's the secret. That's the thing about codependency. The secret mystery part about codependency, what you're actually saying, what you may not truly know in your heart, that this is what you're saying. This is the message that you're telling yourself and to the universe, is that I'm not worthy. I can't do anything. I can't function. I can't exist and be valuable, right? Unless I'm attached to another person. And then what happens when that other person don't return that? Right? Or they can't reciprocate that information to you. Then now you go feeling worthless. Real shit. And so this shows up in interpersonal romantic relationships. For example, boom. You chase after a person like, yo, I love you. I want to do this. I can be with you. And I'm going to make this happen. And then you do one thing. One thing that you sharing reality with somebody else. And they don't like how you do that one thing. And then boom, there you go. They don't want nothing to do with you no more. Nope, you got to go. I kick you out. Now you crying. Oh my God, why? Just wait for me. Choose me. I can learn. I can do this. I can be better. I can do. Look at you. Look at you. You look at the shit. You see that? We do that shit. Why didn't they choose me? Why wasn't I good enough? Why? Like, I can do better. Just wait. Give me more time. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? You are a unique expression of consciousness. Who you beg to see you? Nobody. That is a clear sign that you are not operating from your proper person, that you are now using someone else to give you value, and then when they don't return that value and make you feel that value, you lose your shit mentally. Like, it's anxiety. It's almost like a kid throwing a temper tantrum. You just do it in an adult sense. And what you talking about, Mother Crone, Heather, what you say, obsession, fixation, and addiction? Absolutely right. Those are the symptoms. Those are the side effects of not loving yourself. This is what you do to other people. You obsess, you fixate, and you become addicted to the value that you're getting from them, when if only you gave that to yourself first, you won't go through codependency. You won't need to be codependent, because here's the thing. If you know that you are a unique expression of consciousness and that I am value itself, there is no thing that can be externally added to me that makes me better. Nothing. I got everything in me that I already need. I can exercise them shits, but I can't lose or gain anything that determines my self-worth. That shit is innate, right? That is innate. It is a God-given quality. The fact that I exist means that I am worthy. And you have to know and begin to believe that, because if you don't know in your heart of hearts that I am worthy because I exist, you will go around doing shit to prove to yourself just how worthy you are. Now, if your unworthiness is based off of some other people, you might be doing that shit forever. You might be trying to go around and find your value forever. You know why? Because you were never the one who deemed yourself unvaluable in the first place. It was somebody else's ideas, somebody else's construct, somebody else's reality that they told you, in my reality, this is the rules. This how we found value. And you believed it, and you start running off with it instead of believing, oh, this is my reality. I see what you're doing over there. Okay, boom. That's how you derive value. You like getting value from them activities. I like getting value from these activities, right? That's what we gotta do, family. Instead of what Mother Chrome Heather said. Stop being obsessed. Stop being fixated, and stop being addicted to attaching other shit to you to feel good. Instead, reverse it. Be obsessed with you. Be fixated on you. Be addicted to you. It ain't enough for me to go around for me. So how I keep trying to give it to other people? Huh? That's a real fucking question. For real, y'all. How many times do you be feeling like, oh, I just don't know? And it's just you in the room. It's just you. It's just you. Half the time, our asses can't uncover what we already got. And then you try to go get other people and say, hey, let's do this together. And it's only creating more attachment, more bullshit for you to get confused by. If only you would love and get whole here before you go out there. That's the whole point. That's the thing about codependency. Codependency is a gift and a curse. It is the gift of finding wholeness, but it is the curse of being broken. You feel me? And so that's what you got. That's the thing about codependency. It's a gift and a curse, right? It gives you the gift of acceptance, right? Of going deeper within. But it is a fucking curse of illusion. Right? It's an illusion. It's all false. You don't need to add nothing to you to be hot and popping. The fact that you was popped out from the earth means that you got every right to be here. So take up space. Stop being small. Stop being codependent. Take up space, dog. Because you deserve it. As a unique expression of consciousness, you are beautiful, you are enough, and you are worthy. And just like that, I'm out, family. Until next time, I love you. Peace out.